Hey there, folks. It's Matthias Carlson here, and today we're going to be talking about how to get unstuck in life. This is incredibly important because many young people, aged 13 to 25, either are stuck, feel stuck, or will be in one of those two first situations at some point in their life. And so I'm going to give you guys 6 steps that you can practically apply to your life today that will change your life. Now, step one is set a date, typically a month from now. If, say, you decide to start applying these steps today, a date a month from now, that is go time, where you will start making all the big decisions. Now, I know you might be thinking, shouldn't I start making the decisions now? Not quite, because when you are thrown into this all at once, it can be very overwhelming and cause decision paralysis. So set a date a month from now where you will start making all your decisions. Step two is identify why you are stuck. There are many reasons why you can be stuck in life. That can look like a dead-end job that's taking you nowhere. What you're doing in school right now might not be for you. You might be in an abusive relationship, or you might just want a relationship. But identifying these things will help you know whether you are stuck or you just feel stuck. And now kind of step 2.5 is identify what you want. Now, we're going to use an example of someone who is, say they're a financial advisor at your local bank branch, but they want to be an analyst at a hedge fund. Now, the specific nature of what they want is very important, okay? If you just say, I don't like my job, I want a new one, that does not help you make a good action plan, okay? So, finding out why you're stuck and then what you want to then make an action plan. So, for our guy who wants to be an analyst at a hedge fund, he can start his action plan by compiling a list of companies who are currently hiring the position he wants, updating his cover letter and resume, and pre-writing a 2-week notice for his current job. Those are just some examples, but you guys, you have to do this on your own. I can't make your action plan for you. You have to apply critical thinking to do this yourself. Okay, so step 3 is identify yourself or find yourself. Now, I know I probably just lost half of you guys right there because we've all been told throughout our lives, just be yourself. And that doesn't really help us. But, guys, identifying who you are, what you like, what you dislike, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you angry, what just brings you genuine joy. These are all very important things that you have to find for yourself. Because, to be honest, guys, we are going through a huge identity crisis in the West here. And that is so insanely evident on social media. Everybody is trying to act like each other instead of just being themselves. So, some ways you can find yourself is stop listening to all the noise on social media. And look, I get it's ironic because that's where I'm coming at you guys from. But when you look at all these people on social media who are living a lavish and luxury lifestyle, I mean, they might even be faking it, but it can discourage you when you go, oh my goodness, I'm not a billionaire by the time I'm 21. And guys, listen, they're called the 1% for a reason, okay? Not everyone is going to be rich. Now, I'm not saying mediocrity is okay, and I'm not saying, since it's only the 1%, I'm going to give up. No, you have to be ambitious, you have to want more, but don't be discouraged when you might not be super mega rich, okay? I mean, I think it was Theodore Roosevelt who said, comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to people on social media. And I know you guys have been told that before, but seriously, start listening to it. Now, a very important thing to do when it comes to finding yourself is try new things. Try as many new things as possible. Okay? Take a dance class, a cooking class, go for hikes. Just try a new thing, meet new people, just as much new as humanly possible that you can given your current situation. And you might find something you really like. And maybe you find, hey, if it's in school, and I mean when we're using the example of school, you might find, hey, actually I like learning about that stuff way more than learning about this stuff. And switching your major into that, or applying for those courses, will help you a ton. And so step 4 here is get moving, okay? And move every day. Now that can look like the gym, but in no way am I telling you that getting up at 6 a.m. every day and working out for 3.5 hours is going to make you rich. All right? But hey, if the gym is for you, good. That's great. Me personally, I like the gym. I go to the gym every single day. I know I don't look like it, but I'm trying to change that. But maybe it's not the gym, but it's hiking or walking or running or bike riding or kayaking or paddleboarding or something. Skiing, snowshoeing, anything. Just get moving. Now, why is this important and how does this help me get a new job? Well, there are numerous studies that show exercising releases endorphins and releases dopamine and serotonin, which will have a huge and profound impact on your mental state when it comes to your day-to-day life. And kind of going along with that, but in not at all, is get moving, but also don't move at all. And by that I mean sleep. Sleep is so important. Sleep is key in hormone regulation and stress regulation. You guys, I mean, if you're a teenager, you should be trying to get 10 hours of sleep every single night. And if you're an adult, at least 8 or 9. And I know you might be thinking, okay, but you're telling me to exercise, make these plans, do all this stuff, and I have a life on top of all this. How will I have time? All right, well, the average screen time on our good old phones here is around 4.5 hours every single day. That is a lot. I know some of that is related to texting, important people. It might be work related. But I also know a good chunk of it is entertainment. So you can cut that out. Either, hey, I don't have time to work out, but I already get 8 hours of sleep. Okay, well, put the phone down and get moving. But sleep will only amplify the good feelings you get from the endorphins and such released from exercising. And so now, guys, we've kind of been brought to step 5, which is hit the ground running. And this is when that 1 month is up. So hopefully you have identified what's wrong, what you want, you've created an action plan for it, and you have been trying to find what you like and what you don't, this, that, and the other thing, and you've been trying to get regular exercise in. But now, that month is up, it's time to hit the ground running. So, for our earlier example of the guy who wanted to be an analyst at a hedge fund, he is, now that that month is up, he is now applying for these jobs, he's taking interviews, and hopefully that results in a new position. And say it does, then a part of hitting the ground running is also handing his 2 weeks into his current job. And guys, it will be nerve-wracking. Whatever change you have to make, it will be nerve-wracking. But change is inevitable, so you may as well face it when it's on your terms. Which brings us to our final step, step 6, which I guess realizing this is a step, and that's you are the only person who can change your own life. You are the only person who can take responsibility for your own life. Nobody else can do this for you. You have to be the person. And so if you aren't ready to do all this right now, then you will stay in the same position you're in. But take the time, put in the work to do this, okay? And that's pretty much it, guys. These 6 steps you can apply to your life starting today. And if you put some actual critical thought behind them and you take them seriously, they will result in good change, okay? And they will get you unstuck from life. Now, guys, if you just disagree with everything I just said, feel free to leave that below in the comments. Or if this video helped you make a decision and helped get you started, put that in the comments as well. And if there's any other things you guys want advice on, leave that in the comments as well. I hope to be doing many more videos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.